This is Dr. G. It's a jingle bell time. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Okay. Yeah. This one is all about the holidays. This is Dr. G coming to you, helping you to have a successful life, have a successful day, have a successful week. Let's start there. I am delighted to come before you each and every time to talk to you, to help you get where you want to be in life. Now, always subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Share this, like it. Tell everybody that they getting some good free information out here, that I am giving you life-changing stuff. And yes, today I'm going to be talking about how to stay sane in the holiday time. Woo! The holidays come around and they come around fast. And it only seems like that at Christmas time that people get real crazy. Why is that? Why is it that around the holiday time, behaviors seem to increase on a negative level, as well as it's a time of the holidays when people can be sad, people get depressed. There are a number of reasons why during the holiday time. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you some tips that's going to help you to stay sane during this holiday time. But the reason that people get depressed around the holiday time is because they've lost someone and they miss that person. Someone has passed on. Somebody may be sick and it dampers your holiday. Various reasons. You may have lost a job. Loss is a part of the holidays, and it's amped up and increased because everywhere you look around, everybody's supposed to be happy. And, you have all of this Christmas music saying it's the most wonderful time of the year. And for some people, it's not. For some people, it's the worst time of the year. So that sends them in depression, because when you look at other people's lives and you think they're better than yours, and it can send you into depression. And so I want to definitely make you aware of that. And if that is you, and understanding that you're going through some things right now, there is some help that is out there. If you need to talk to someone, kind of work through these holidays, you can always reach out to me, drgladney.com. And so that's on a deeper level. I want to tell most people just how to stay sane. In the holiday time, everything really gets crazy. I just don't understand. It is supposed to be a fun time, and it seems like the negative energy comes out. People just act up. People stealing people's packages everywhere, messing up people's decorations that's on the yard, spreading things on the internet. Crime, it's insane. And it's the emotions and it's the stuff that's going on inside of people. But listen, get your pen and paper so you can write this down. I'm going to give you some tips that's going to help you through this holiday. Number one, this is going to be funny. Number one, do not keep up with the Kardashians. Ooh. Dr. G, yes. Do not keep up. It used to be keep up with the Joneses. But come on, I had to say that because that's the name of the show. Do not keep up with the Kardashians. Don't try to do that. Everybody drives themselves into a hole financially trying to keep up with the next person. Trying to buy a better gift, a better present, trying to have a bigger tree. A lot of the Christmas movies around this time, it's always, competition, with Christmas lights or different things. And it's interesting. I mean, that's all in fun and all of that. But really, it's causing a lot of people a lot of stress and a lot of financial stress to try to keep up with the Joneses, the Kardashians. Take that off your list. This holiday is not about comparison. Number two, remember what the holiday is about. The reason that Christmas, the holiday reason for Christmas is, as a Christian, I believe is Jesus is the reason for the season. When you start thinking about that and you look and say, the reason was to bring him gifts. And how do we get that turned around that we're getting gifts? But it's really all about that. And that puts so much pressure and stress. And a lot of people don't even now celebrate the holidays because of the stress and the pressure that is surrounding and the commercialism of the holiday. But if you keep that in mind on what's the real reason for this season and the gift of life and the gift of love that we're supposed to be sharing, and not how can we do something better than another person, then that will help you with number three, not to set a budget and not to blow it. Because if the gift needs to be thoughtful, it needs to be meaningful, it needs to be something that is really practical. A lot of times we just spending money, and when they name out the figures and how much that people are spending per person for gifts, and I think it was $900, $800, something, it's a lot of money. And then you give somebody a gift and they don't give you the nicest one back, or you end up with something small and you gave them something big. It's so many negative energies that start to derive around this. So really set yourself a budget. Say, okay, this is how we're going to do this year. I know in my family, when my kids were younger, I didn't let my kids go crazy with what they wanted and have these long Christmas lists. We told them that there were 3 things that they could ask for Christmas. 3. What that did was it taught them to, one, to prioritize what it was that they really wanted. Number 2, that there's a limit to what you can get. You're not going to be able to get everything. And number 3, really understanding that these top 3 things are really what you're going to be focused on and play with. Because if you remember, and if you've had children or you've seen children, you can get them all this stuff, and guess what? They'll end up playing with the least expensive toy. They'll end up, and the younger kids even play with the boxes. They don't even care. They play with the wrapping paper. At the end of the day, when you set guidelines for your family and you teach your children how to do that, then they can cherish the things that they get more. Now, things are a lot more expensive because you can just buy them a tablet. It costs a lot more than the toys and the things that we used to buy. Also, if you want to really help your kids to understand about money, when you set a budget and that whatever they pick cannot go over this amount of money, that helps them to know how to say, okay, let me see what's the most valuable thing. And so they don't think that you're an endless pot of money. We're doing some of this stuff, and we can snatch this back and have our kids to understand what this is really about. So setting that budget, understanding that what you do and what you buy. And one year we decided we weren't giving gifts. So it was more about the thought. You always hear this cliche, it's the thought that counts. Well, we decided to create thoughtful gifts and something that somebody would really like. So one child was like, well, I'm going to clean out, say, the garage. Another child, one of my daughters is a designer. She says, I'm going to make you something special, any item that I wanted. Can you imagine that? Is her designing instead of somebody going out and buying you another candle or something else that you may sit in your shelf or you may regift? Think about that. Think about how you can do something that now is a thoughtful gift. And so those tend to have more meaning. The next tip that I want to give you is to volunteer your time. Volunteer your time at this time of the year. There's so many different ways to do that. Even if it's a part of volunteering your money, your energy, your resources, there are a lot of people that are in need. And as bad as you think your situation is, there's always somebody who's doing worse than you are, and somebody who doesn't have anything for Christmas, and the gifts how that makes children feel. So if you volunteer your time and your monies, it helps you to feel better. It helps you to put you in a place that you can be a blessing to somebody else. And so don't fret about all of the little things, the food, that you want things to be perfect. The most important thing is being together with your family, understanding that the focus on this time of year is about love. It is about giving. It is about the gift that Jesus Christ brought to us. And the Christmas story, the nativity scene, all of that. If you reenact that and understand what the real reason for the season is, that is going to help alleviate a lot of this stuff, because we tend to let society dictate to us how we're supposed to think, how we're supposed to feel, what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to buy, when we're supposed to do. All of that. You got to create your own world in order for you to have your success. Because if you think about it, people say, oh, it wasn't a good Christmas. Why not? You didn't get any good presents. We didn't have. No. All of that is not the thing to focus on. So these are some tips that will help you to stay sane through the holidays. What I want for you is that you really internalize and understand what the word love means. When you can give the gift of love to someone, really give a gift of love. And sometimes it's just the expression. Sometimes it's putting that $2 in the kettle pot when you're going in a store, that the people that are sitting out in the cold ringing the bell. Sometimes it's just those little gestures. The people that you see standing on the street corners that are living outside, that a lot of times that we ignore and we act like we don't want to see, giving them a few dollars. Just the expression of love. Holding the door open for somebody. When people hold the door open, I'm just like amazed, because it seems like it has faded away. So I'm like so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for being thoughtful. So giving the gift of love can be passed through with little thoughts of kindness. That's what this is all about. That's what I want you to focus on. So with these tips, I hope they are providing you a sense of comfort and a sense of joy and a sense of love and a sense of peace and all of the things that this holiday should be about. Yes, it's fun parts of it. It's magical. It's all of the stuff that we all love. Watching the Christmas movies that we just keep it on the Hallmark Channel during this time of year. You know why? Because it makes us feel good. Do something that makes you feel good, that makes you smile, because you're making somebody else smile, because you're making somebody else feel good. Take this time to sacrifice yourself. Again, giving the gift of love. So I always am asked to provide tips and things on how to stay sane in the holidays. I hope this is helpful. And my wish for you is that you have the most incredible and wonderful holiday around. And I hope that you can feel from me to you that I am giving you my gift of what I am purposed to do, my gift of helping you live a better life, and my gift of love. Hopefully you can feel that through the camera, the sincerity and the desire that I have for you to achieve and be successful in every area of your life. With that, wishing you peace, love, joy, and the holidays. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you the next time. Merry Christmas, and have a wonderful New Year.